Okay, this is a really important video. This is about added sugar, and the fact is, if you can eliminate all the different kinds of added sugars from your foods during lean genes, you're doing yourself a huge favor. There's so many benefits to eliminating all these added sugars. One is that your energy level will be stable all day, because concentrated sources of sugar tend to give you the ups and downs, and we don't want that at all. Another reason that you want to get rid of added sugars is because they are a significant contribution of wasted empty calories. They contribute to your continued expectation of sugar, so your sugar cravings, and they are the reason that you gain weight on your stomach. You can't lose the fat on your stomach. And so what you're going to start doing is looking at the ingredient list on the back of your foods and being able to identify the sources of sugar, because it doesn't always just say sugar. There's a lot of hidden names for it. Some of these names are fructose, high fructose corn syrup, corn sugar, maltose, dextrose, honey, molasses, invert sugar, cane juice, brown rice syrup, juice concentrate. There's so many of them. You could look up a list on the web and probably come up with 40, 50 different names for the hidden sugars. Just by looking at the nutrition fact panel, which says, sugars 10 grams or sugars 20 grams, unless it's a dairy product, or it has a dairy ingredient, it's probably all coming from added sugars. But if it has any sort of natural fruit or natural dairy in it, you won't know how much of that is from added sugar. So you have to be able to identify on the ingredient list whether there's added sugar in there. Dairy and fruit contain natural sugar, and so I'm not asking you to eliminate those at all. I still consume probably 2 or 3 servings of fruit a day and 2 or 3 servings of dairy a day. But the thing is, with the dairy, you need to buy plain. So plain yogurt, plain kefir, plain Greek yogurt, plain milk, unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened coconut milk, and then you can add fruit to your yogurt, or you can add fruit to your smoothie. But when you buy the fruit, you want to make sure there's no added sugar. Oftentimes they sweeten strawberries with added sugar. And there's so many other foods where you would not think that there was added sugar. Because we all know the basic ones, like ice cream and pastries and pop and juice. But there's sugar in cereal, there's tons of sugar in instant oatmeal, in bread, in beef jerky, in hot dogs, in protein drinks, like the ones that you can pre-purchase, sauces, dried fruit. And so it's really important to be able to identify them and not buy any products that have added sugars. If you are making something at home from a recipe, if it's a dinner recipe, most of the time with cooking, you can eliminate those added sugars and it's not going to make a big deal. For example, I found a cleaner version of Sloppy Joes, and so most Sloppy Joe recipes have molasses or honey or some sort of added sweetener, but you can actually make it without that and it still tastes really good. So a lot of times you can just eliminate it. If you don't think that it will taste nearly the same without it, you can use a cleaner sweetener like organic raw honey or organic syrup, maple syrup, and just use a tiny bit. I recommend less than a teaspoon per serving of those clean sweeteners. As far as artificial sweeteners, I recommend not having them at all. So no yellow, pink, and blue packets. When we consume artificial sweeteners, which don't contribute, the real grams of sugar, they don't contribute calories, they still create an expectation of sweetness for your palate. And so that's one of the reasons why consuming diet drinks and so-called sugar-free products with the artificial sweeteners in there, you don't ever become accustomed to no sugar cravings. You have to completely change the expectation of your palate until, eating an orange satisfies a sugar craving. And so it's possible. But you just have to actually put a lot of effort into it. But if you do this during Lean Genes, this will greatly enhance your success rate. This will pretty much ensure that you do the best job that you can by eliminating all foods with added sugars.